How come people still don't know you?
Because I don't matter to them.
No,
I'm not the one singing.
Because you are a normal bloke.
Yeah.
So here's
Teach is married.
Unless I do something controversial and
it doesn't have to be controversial.
And you get a car from retail.
Shout out to Blau Wickler. This is the most show. So we just need to keep the 6 minutes, just go,
we'll park it on the side.
Yo, what up guys? Welcome to the Mo Show.
Yes, sir.
Today we're a member short, but I've got Teach to my right, I've got Tufi to my left. Yo, what's up?
This is the Mo Show. Welcome to the Mo Show. This is it. We're here. We're live, present. Hope you're listening well because we're about to do some nyayas for you that will burn your ears off. But for now, we just want to say hi. How's life, bruh?
Life is good. Tufi, how's your end?
My life is great, man. My life is great. I'm just doing my thug thizzle. My thug thizzle.
You're in the streets, bro.
We're in the streets.
So on the started a new job, huh?
Yeah, what's that like, man?
It's for a real estate firm. Selling houses.
Selling houses?
Yeah, but no, I'll be doing the social media side of
That's
it.
good.
Like I'll be doing digital marketing and whatnot, but yeah, I think it's a good gig. I'm happy.
We're happy for you, man. We're happy for you. Shout out to Ricky for getting a new job. We always like big promoters of people going there to get their money. Get your money, black man. Get your money, black man. Well, for those, before we go any further, people need to know what MORE stands for.
Yeah, what we are.
I think we should keep that a secret though. Like it's something that maybe it's episode 100.
Oh, then we tell them.
They'll be like, guys, this is what.
Ricky said,
Yeah.
That's when you let you guys know.
Yeah, so stay tuned, for real.
If you want to know what?
If you want to know more,
Watch
more. Like Ricardo said, we're a member short. We've got another guy named Nate. He's all the way up in Shurugwi.
Shout out.
He's getting it down with them guys.
And it's not my name, because we know Shurug is known for that. No, it's not my name.
Is it? Okay, no. I've got a joke. Is it that's where the prison is?
Yeah.
Shurugwi. Is that where the prison? The prison. Prison. There's no prison in Shurugwi.
No, there's no prison. Shurugwi are those owners.
Shkurubi
is the prison. Shurugwi are those owners that go.
You guys, you're sure now, guy? Why is it everything has to sound similar?
By the way, for those that didn't know, like it's one Harare own in Ndebele, guys.
Why are you?
Even the one who's not here.
Yeah, but we're converting this guy. We want him to
become a Blawayo guy.
We're telling him how the women are in Blawayo. Like they're so loyal, they're so beautiful.
You know what?
Trust me, I know.
Blawayo hands are top tier. I think.
No,
Harare has got quantity. Like there's a lot of fresh hands in Harare. I don't dispute that.
No,
but the quality of hands in Blawayo.
No.
And their heart is always in the right place. Not this.
I stand for Harare. They are speaking trash.
Oh,
right. All is the trash, bro. Everywhere you go, women are just horrible. You just have to pray to God. You have to pray to God and hope that you get the right one. I've dated all kinds of women. Botswanese, South Africanese, Botswanians, South Africans, Ndebelesians, Shonesians, all them items. If they're wild, then they're wild. So you just have to pray to God that
you've been around, huh?
Man. They don't call me chubby swag for nothing. Big six.
Oh, so
Big 6.
Well, how long is your longest relationship?
3.5 years.
What happened?
It was with that other idiot also.
Oh, and you, Ricardo, how long has been you?
I think about 6 months. Yeah, I've never gone past 6 months.
Your longest relationship is 6 months?
Yeah, I've never gone past that.
Sure. And I thought I was short, right?
Like, to be honest,
6 months? Nah, that's wild.
You know what?
Maybe I'm the problem. You
But
are the problem.
you know what? Or maybe I've just never found someone I really. Nah, like
Twitch.
dude. Also, I think I also started dating late. Like to be honest, I don't have a long list. I think I've had maybe about 4 very long, like very serious relationships. I've had about 4, of which those are in the last 3 years. 4 years, yeah. Before that, I never really dated. I never really dated much.
You were just running through them chicks.
Oh,
Running through them skis.
I'm gonna say something. It's gonna sound weird.
Okay, all right.
It's gonna sound weird.
Okay.
But I lost my virginity at 26.
I mean,
That's how slow I was.
I didn't even know you were slanging your penis like that.
So
you having sex already? That's crazy. I don't have sex, by the way. No.
yeah, no. Of course. Well, Teach is married, so I doubt he's a virgin.
Oh, you might be sure. Maybe they have that type of relationship in their marriage where they don't.
Born again virgin.
Born again marriage. Now, what do you know?
Talking about Teach, shout out to you, man, for the numbers.
Yes.
Thank you so
How
much.
many nominations do you have?
1 for outstanding male, and for my dance company in outstanding.
Salt and light. Say the dance.
Just say Salt and
Salt and Light.
Yes, Salt and Light.
Salt and Light.
Yes.
So two nominations for me, and yeah, this is my 4th running. Fourth time being nominated. Yeah. So
Well done, my guy. Well done.
I hope I win this time. Otherwise, I'll be like Travis Scott in the Grammy. 10 times nominated, 0 awards. I'll call Jay-Z to come and speak some words.
Hey, you talk to these people.
Yeah, come and say some stuff.
I have a question though, an interesting question, because I want you to answer this honestly.
Yeah.
Obviously, also shout out to one of our other friends. I call him Pterodactyl, but his name is Terence.
Oh yes, Terence is one before.
Terence won.
Yeah, that's where my question was going.
Terence,
And shout out to Sean as well.
Sean, Deborah,
Yes, Deborah,
Vanessa Poppins. I don't know.
So as
You know, Vanessa Poppins didn't give me a number. Anyway, we're not going there. My
Because
question.
if she wins now, she'll be untouchable.
What if she wins now?
So
She
rather
won't
you-
even give me the
Rather
number.
you try your luck now.
Before you win, my question is, Teach, it's a controversial question, but it's interesting. to
Sure.
me.
sorry, dude.
You haven't.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I just had an idea before I forget.
Aye.
Let's do an episode of Mlawi with these guys. Our friends, the winners and numbers.
Oh, they win. Okay,
A number
We'll
episode.
do a number episode with
Yeah.
whoever wins.
Stay tuned.
For the winner.
Your question.
If it's Teach who wins, well, yeah, you're just getting to know more episodes.
Yeah. Now you have to pay for watching. Can't just be watching.
Obviously, we know your best friend, Terence,
Mm.
a very close friend of yours, has won before.
Yeah.
Do you feel, has this given you an extra drive to win as well since your best friend won? Or is it friendly competition? Or is it more like, as long as one of us keeps getting it, we're happy?
It's an interesting question. Like, when it comes to these award stuff, you always have a bag of mixed feelings because you never know what to expect,
Okay.
So I remember when I first got nominated, it was my first try, and I got nominated, and I was so happy because growing up, I always thought of becoming a nominee. I was like, wow, how would it feel like to become a nominee? And by the grace of God, I did. I didn't win that year, but already in my head, I felt like I achieved something, So I was like, okay, that's it. And then that was not what my expectations were anyway. So I was just like, I got nominated. That was the ceiling for me.
Okay.
And then second time, I got nominated again. And now there was that feeling of like, I do want to win now.
Yes.
But at the same time, you didn't want to get your hopes up, And then, of course, didn't win. Then the third time, same thing. You're like, this time now, I have to. And then with Terence, for him, he had an amazing year last year, the year that he won. He did a great piece, and we shot it together. We were together when we shot it. So that piece was really amazing. So he won, and it was his first try.
No.
So you're happy for your guy. You're happy, but then there's always feelings. I'll be honest. There's always feelings like, damn, this guy is so lucky. Damn, his first time.
Teach, you won your own fair share of accolades. Like, there's that K-pop thing that you did.
Yeah, K-pop I got third and stuff like that. But this is different. This is now.
This is national recognition.
This is record. But then So what I've told myself is that
to be nominated is great.
Yeah, to be nominated.
Yeah.
In other countries, just being a nominee itself is great.
It's big, yeah.
You know,
I guess
it's just that unfortunately in Zimbabwe we don't recognize that. And even so, that even when you win an award, like with Sean has won 6. People didn't even know.
Yeah.
You know, some people didn't know. They just saw it
6.
from the pictures that went viral, like last year when people were doing like their pictures sleeping with the gong and stuff like that. And they're like, who is this? Oh, that's got 6. You know.
Yeah.
But then to come back to your question before, so to be honest, of course there was that feeling of like, damn, I wish. But like what Rufi was saying, yes, there's a competition, not to prove a point, but to say that, damn, bruh, like he's moving, I also need to move. Like I don't want to be the person that's holding him back. You know, I don't want to be that person to say that Terence is doing the things, I'll teach the what's cutting. I want to be with him to say that, you know what, like iron sharpens iron. I want to be like that. Cristiano with Messi, that kind of thing. Not that hatred that to say that, but to say that I feel him as much as he feels me. And that's how it is in life.
Shout out to Terence.
You know, for real.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, I always tell him and I remind him, like, it's not the award that makes you, it's you that makes the award. But so, yes, you have won the award, which is great. But now what are you going to do with that award? You have shown the country that you are the what? You're the GOAT. Prove it now. And don't let this award to say it stop you from saying that, I'm now what? The best in the country. I don't need to work as hard. That has to be your motivation to work as hard. So I always, like, I'm a soccer fan, so I always think of like, Messi and Cristiano have been winning the Ballon d'Ors forever. But then there's players like Xavi, there's players like Iniesta, there's players like Schneider, there's players like Robin. These guys didn't win these great awards, but then they're still there. Why? Because their drive was more important than the athlete. So that for me is the drive. So when I get nominated, it's just a reassurance to telling me that, dude, you're on the right track. Keep on going.
But even like, what's his name, DiCaprio? How long did it take him to win? Like,
for an Oscar?
Does DiCaprio ever won?
Yeah,
I think he eventually won.
Out of all the movies, it's the one that he did with the bear one.
Oh, that
bear
one. You didn't watch that one?
That's the one that he got attacked by a bear and I don't know. But he had great Gatsby, he had that Titanic.
Yeah, great Gatsby.
That guy has done a lot of work.
Wolf of Wall Street. And he did that.
What's that name? The one that way he smashes the glass? Django. Is it Django Unchained?
Yes. With the what's the name?
Jimmy Fox.
With Jimmy Fox.
Bruh.
The Oscars are there.
But you know what?
Themselves have always been.
Also, I want to address something about the dance industry. Right?
Oh, the Evidence.
Yes, that's the one.
Oh,
That's
yes.
the one.
That's
That's
the
the
one.
one for, yeah.
So
Blood Diamond, the Wolf of Wall Street.
Bruh.
Once
Yeah,
upon
Blood
a time
Diamond
in
for-
Hollywood. Bruh, they are nominees. This guy is forgotten, dude.
without winning.
Without winning.
Wild.
Then you see the ones that won, they're just like, oh. And then you just hear Jay-Z like, some of you would feel like you got robbed. Some of you were not supposed to be in the category.
So I was saying, I want to address something in the dance industry. I feel as though that's one of the art. It's one of the arts industries where
More is done.
people, where I think
more is
people
done.
need to do more to. Yeah, no pun intended, but I think you owns need to do more. I think both of you are dancers, and we're only non-dancer here, right?
Yeah.
I think you owns need to do more to put your names out there.
Yeah.
Why I say so, when you talk about Sean winning 6 numbers, right? I remember, I think it was last year or the year before, I saw a tweet where someone was, I think it was around number season, right? And someone put a tweet and said, Sean, it was like celebrating Sean, right? And this is like a big Twitter account. And the comments that were there, they were like, guys, who's this guy with 6 numbers?
What has he done?
What has he done? Who is he, you know? And I just felt as though I think Sean has done a lot in the dance industry.
Yeah.
In terms of his choreographies, even with his, God rest his soul, but even with his wife, I think they both did, a lot.
Still right.
These guys moved to Harare like when we were still thinking about finishing high school. or something like that.
Yeah.
These guys have been in Harare making moves, and and no one knows who these guys are. And I don't think they get their flowers enough. I don't think to just clap hands for them on the numbers.
Yeah, it's enough.
It's enough. I think more has to be done.
Yeah.
I don't know.
More will do more.
No, because you know what the thing is about this loving country that I call Zimbabwe, and I'm proud of Zimbabwean, but some people think I say negative stuff and Teach speaks negative, but the truth is I love my country and I know the potential it has. I see the dancers every day, I meet and mix in them, but at the same time, my country just likes controversy, man. Like my country feeds on controversy. Sean has won the numbers 6 times, and only people started talking about it last year when they saw a Twitter account saying who's, and they're now asking questions. Why don't you go and find out? Why are you looking for these guys that are being posted by? Because he's never been posted by Zim celebs. That's why you don't know him. But the fact that now he gets posted by Zim celebs, now you it sucks, bro. Because you know what? Even there's amazing artists outside of Zim that are doing amazing stuff until they get a big role that puts them in the limelight. All of a sudden they get then Zim celebs or another account says, look at our Zimbabwean doing wonders. Like the person has been doing wonders for 10 years, but because now
what's the artist that came out in Madison Square Garden from Blues?
Night Friend. Night Freak, yes.
Night Freak. The thing is that now it's very easy to then say do the most to put yourself out there.
Yeah.
But what more can Night Freak do to put himself out there? Zimbabwe
is the most streamed.
Exactly, he's the most streamed. So what else does Nate Freak need to do to put himself out there?
Sean has won 6 numbers. What more does he need to do?
Zimbabweans are just Zimbabweans catch cultures. In Shona we call it kubatira zvinumudenga. When Zimbabweans catch a culture or a trend, we then act as if
we already knew
it or we discovered it.
Yeah.
So this obviously there's this thing everyone knows, Black Twitter, social media, whatever. Once Zimbabweans caught wind of how to maneuver and how to use social media, it's almost like we invented it, boss. Once Zimbabweans understood there's no such thing as bad publicity, it's almost like we invented it.
Yeah. They use it to their advantage, but over
it's sometimes at the end of the day when you go to places like South Africa or Zambia or all these places, right? Not all of them. By the way, this is just my opinion. When you hear the pride that South Africans speak about, especially when it comes to their music, South Africans speak with such pride when it comes to their music and so forth, and especially Kudara. I don't know if you guys noticed when DSTV wasn't really as readily accessible as it is now. We used to watch things like BTV. And the way they celebrated their culture on BTV, Botswana TV, for those that used to watch back in the day. And you then realize that there's a disconnect with Zimbabweans, where there's, even when I go to Bulawayo, and me being a Shona guy, this upsets me so much. When I go to Bulawayo, there's a celebration of culture that's in Bulawayo that is not in Harare. Now, we can have a discussion about whether Hararians actually have such a thing called as culture, because remember we're from different types of tribes that then formed Rozwi, which then became Shona and so forth. But there's a disconnect there. So now, because now our youth are catching things in the air, they're now getting lost in the idea of thinking that their appreciation has to come from people they have heroified, to say the least, if there's such a word. So because he's my hero, he's the only person I appreciate. Everyone else doesn't deserve my appreciation because they're not my hero. But if someone is doing something great, they're doing something great. Especially if it's someone who's pushing the culture, who's pushing the envelope in terms of the industry, who's pushing the envelope in terms of our country. But this idea where I must always be in a corner, I must always belong to someone. I like, for example, I like Holy 10. Because I like Holy 10 and Holy 10 is a hero to me, I'm going to vilify everyone else who I feel like is Holy 10's competition. So I love Holy 10. Now I'm going to create a fan base, Holy 10. I'm going to belong to a group of Holy 10 fanatics, and then we are going to support Holy 10 through everything, and then everyone else doesn't matter. When we can easily just sit down and just say, Politan is great, Fox is great, Winkedy is great.
I appreciate everyone.
Everyone. Why do we have to pick a side?
Like Cristiano versus me.
I feel like Zimbabweans are they love the idea of saying, yo, you want to know what side I belong to? Maybe it came from, obviously we don't want to go into politics because of obvious reasons, but maybe it came from the political side where this country has always tried to divide us into. You have to either be in the other ones or the other ones. You know? So I think now it's engraved in us now where we just grow up just saying, you have to be in support of something and then not in support of something. So now even when it comes to artists, we are picking sides, bro.
It's a constant competition that stems from childhood up to our adult stage and stuff, which doesn't, it's not healthy because the country can't grow, your community can't grow, your environment can't grow because you're constantly divided. Like I can't go and support this person because
I love this person.
But you know what? I think I beg to differ though, because look at people like let's say Tanya Rosina, right? This girl, who watches Dead by King here? Like that motocross.
Yeah,
no one. But you all know that there's thing.
She's been trying to.
Well, very few of us watch UFC, but you all know that guy who won the what's his name?
What's his name? The one that was endorsed by The Rock.
Yes.
You see, like that's another guy. Not many people knew about that.
What isn't his name? Is it Mama Gorim?
Yes.
No, that's another guy. No one knew who that guy was
Until
The Rock.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
And now all of a sudden,
it's not him.
And now all of a sudden, he likes him, and then now he's being endorsed by these gyms.
Because The Rock endorsed. It's just what you saying about him, Gorimbo? It's Magorimbo. It's The Rock, man. It's the same as Shasha. You guys didn't know Shasha until she. You didn't know Shasha until she did. You know, I'm sure.
You know, Shasha auditioned for Dreamstar. I don't know what it was, or Dreamstar, and they showed she's not good enough to make it.
Exactly, until she became popular in
SA.
South Africa. Zimbabweans, it's not the issue of, it's about how you market. It's just the same as what's this guy that everyone seems to like praise. It's okay, I guess. Some of his takes are okay, some of them are wild.
The Shada.
Zimbabweans love controversy. If Shada in every other country.
Shada is just Shada is like the what's name?
But Zimbabweans love the idea of. Now I'm not saying everything he says is bad. There's some takes of his that are interesting and good. Then there's some wild takes.
There's some wild takes.
You know what? Here's what I think about Zimbabwe. I think within our own structures, within our own society, it's very difficult to push yourself out there, right?
You need to become famous outside so that you can become famous inside.
That's
how bad it is.
We only respect foreigners. Even girls want to date foreigners. Oh, he's from England. Wow.
No, but listen. We've got about 17 million people in Zimbabwe.
We hate our skins.
Right? For someone to blow, look at how Skomota blew up in SA, right? This guy, everyone, even in Zimbabwe, know him because of the size of markets.
Yeah.
Right. There's 50
over 50
million people
in South Africa.
In South Africa, right? And when they celebrate you, that noise
it's the whole country.
It's the whole country.
Yeah,
right?
The whole country.
When it's Zimbabwe, on the other hand, also mind you, for us, data is very expensive.
Yeah.
It's like $200 to pay for so.
Yeah.
Access to
even when we have data, we're using it for nonsense.
Exactly, right? But what I'm trying to say is, in South Africa, they've got a big market. They've got access to internet. The infrastructure is okay, right?
Yes.
So it's easy for someone to then go to South Africa and then do something big. I'll give you an example. Take Zoe, right? I guarantee you, not as many people in South Africa knew her before the woman came.
I didn't know her.
I probably became big.
I know Zoe has one of the biggest dance studios.
Yeah, but obviously, even if they didn't know, of course, you may have to do things that
exactly.
Not everyone can know the same.
So here's.
That's why you see that here that like you've raised a good point because, like I said, when Zim is interesting. Zim, you'll be only celebrated for who you're with and not what you've done. So let's say I'm a dance choreographer, right? So I've done pieces for the longest time. Okay? So right now there's a piece that the latest one I've done is called Horns in the Sun by Murder Bongs and Tugs, right? And that item is actually doing quite well on YouTube. Very well, like surprisingly well. I think we're on like 10K and it's only been close to I don't know how many days and stuff. But then I know definitely most of those views in South Africa. I can put money and then like most South Africans are watching that.
I think there's insights that you can
Obviously because
of course
because they're watching.
You see,
it's done to us.
now wait until thugs or murder bombs repost me or just says come and do my video.
Now that's when
Then my fellow Zimbabweans will be like, yeah, we always knew Teach was going to go. We always knew. We were supporting like, no, you weren't. No, you weren't.
No, Teach.
We always knew, bro.
Let's look at your dance portfolio. Right?
I get your struggles.
You've done work with Japreza. You've done work with Pinky T, Tami Moyo, Janet Manyoa. I mean, if that was a lineup in a
overseas
in a show, we would say let's do a show with these 4 people, right? Of course, there's more that you've done, but these 4 that I mentioned, bruh, you can fill up HACC, right? And how many people have seen you dance for Japreza? I mean, you've danced in the National Sports Stadium when it was full to the brim, right? How come people still don't know you?
Because I don't matter to them.
No,
I'm not the one singing.
because you are a normal bloke.
Yeah.
So here's
Teach is married.
Unless I do something controversial and
it doesn't have to be controversial.
And you get a car from it now.
hey,
Shout out to Blau Wickler. This is a more show, so we just need to keep this 6 to just go,
we'll park it on the side. It's more like no, for real. It breaks my heart. And like I said, people think I speak negative, but then I just speak the truth because it has to be said.
Yes.
I'm not scared to say the truth because I know the truth shall set people free. There's so much international standards that is so needed in this country that people cannot even tell the difference between an international standard and a just a povo standard. Some people think that going, like having a show and performing with a backtrack on stage, live, it's tell me, Asha is going to be performing at Super Bowl. Trust me. Like, do you think really you'll be singing with a backtrack?
The thing is that even if you're singing with the backtrack and the idea is pretty obviously because it's the Super Bowl, they can't bring a band and whatever, so they'll probably do backtrack. But there's a way to do it to where it becomes a show. This idea of I just go on my stage with the mic and I tell the DJ hit play. You know what I mean? Where's the dancing?
There's no choreography.
Where's the dancers? Where's the choreography of how the visual arts
of how the show
is done? Besides that as well, yes, I'm singing on a backtrack, but can they at least be instrumental so that people hear my vocals? There's different. It's the same as the Grammys. Grammys people do backtrack, obviously, but there are times where you can tell there's no vocals on this backtrack.
Yeah.
It's the voice and the beat and the choreography and the visual arts.
There's certain parts of the song
where is that? Putting it, okay, I equate it to this. It's like me going into my room. Like, I know I'm going to speak like a person from the 80s. It's like me going to my room, putting my CD in my Discman, in my Walkman, and then putting my headphones and holding a pretend mic and performing in the mirror.
Sorry, you don't know what a Walkman is.
And performing in the mirror. This is what it is, bro. It's like me wearing my earpods and singing into my earpods. This is what it is like.
But also, you know what the thing that bugs me is that also what they do in the studio, how they sound like in the studio is what they expect. That's what they take that and put it on a live performance. And you're just there like, dude, live performance is totally different.
We know you're not gonna sound like that.
I think that's why we
just structure it.
I think
for me, live performance
is probably the best performer.
Live performance.
Yeah.
The issue is that I remember I was having this conversation with this guy in an InDrive. Free marketing for InDrive. If you want more marketing, pay us money to more show. I remember I was having this conversation and I was saying to him, pertaining to politics, but we don't want to get into that. And I was saying to him, it is simple how we can fix things if you just show care and heart for the people you're trying to fix it for. Right? So the example that you gave was what?
What?
Just now.
The studio, like singing in the studio.
Yes, singing in the studio and performing. Winky D genuinely cares about his fans.
Yes,
and genuinely cares about giving them the best show that they can. All these other guys think they're popular.
They worked hard
don't
for
care
that
about
money.
you guys.
They worked hard to get that money.
These people, some of these guys don't care. They're like, bruh, they came to see me. I'm the main thing. Whatever. I'll
do
give
my
you what I
hour,
want to do.
and I'll fish out
When
a life
he
date.
genuinely looks forward to saying, this is the time where I get to really give back to my fans. If you show care and desire just for the people around you, you'll be amazing at things that you will do for them.
Yeah.
But the problem is that when we make it, especially in Harare, when we make it, we feel like we need to, excuse my French, but we need to shit on everyone.
To even make it emphasize more that me and you are different.
So even when they're performing now, it's not like they're saying, yo, me and my friends are finna have a gas. They're gonna feel like this was worth their money. This was their money's worth. Instead of that, I'm just going on stage saying, bruh, me, I'm getting my little 500,000, isn't it? Okay, in the Imba. Oh,
on to the next.
Thank you. Bye-bye. And these are the people that help you make money, bro. What are you giving back to them for paying all this money to come to you? That's why I used to hate it when Japanese used to come late for shows. It's like so many people have driven from Marondi and Kwekwe, Zaraba, all these places, man, just to come see you. And you come at the time you want to come? That's wild to me. You come at the time, you don't know what time these people are supposed to. Maybe in the one fly at 10 o'clock. Don't forget, you know what? We are coming from Kweru. If you come and you watch Japanese for 1 hour and he finishes by 11, we can still drive home and make it home before 2.
Yeah.
But if you then come at 1, what is that doing for me? But these people have paid money to come see you from far and wide, bro. And you're doing what you like
because you know what? The thing is, the sad thing is that so many people pay attention to the ones that can do what they want with the monies that they have, the VIPs, instead of thinking about that one guy that had to walk from town to where you are performing just so that he can make it for your show and then walk back so that he's got enough money to go back home.
Guess who made you popular? The normal populace of people are the ones that made you popular.
But we spend
these
too
people
much time
these
on
mbingers and VIPs started noticing you when you popped up.
Guys,
the people that made you popped up were the people who work.
Can I address something? The disrespect that we as music fans get in Zimbabwe, I think needs to be addressed. I really think
disrespect from who?
From performers, from artists, from this whole thing.
Yeah, especially when it comes to time.
You know what?
Time and the performance itself.
I think you know what?
So
I think for that guy, what's his name? The guy that hasn't popped up in like 4 shows with him. The one from SA.
Oh, Dalewong.
Right?
No. That guy. Dalewong.
You got Dalewong, right?
Nah.
I remember when I was in Cyprus, we paid for Shinsoman to come, only to hear that this guy got stuck in an airport in Dubai or something. He never pitched, but his manager did. I don't know how that happened, but I look at the situation.
The manager should have done the whole set.
Yeah, he should have performed.
I hear of the treatment that fans got in Poland and Germany from that Holy 10 and Volts thing.
Wait, what happened there exactly?
So I have a couple of friends that are there, right?
Yeah.
And from the small, please don't quote me on this. I don't know exactly what happened. I was not there. I was in Zimbabwe. So apparently, the Poland one, people didn't show up, right?
Okay.
And on top of people not showing up, it wasn't a vibe. And this guy also came late. I don't know if Holy 10
as to be expected.
I think so. One of them performed like at 3 a.m.
I can do it in Zim, I can do it anywhere.
Then another thing was, I think Holy 10 refused to perform. I don't know, but from what I heard, that's Akarangwa show. Like he
refused.
He was just like maybe it was the low turnout or whatever. I don't know, but there was a whole issue there. Those that are on social media, please correct me. So that was also a disaster. The way people come late to shows here, just our local artists, it's a big issue.
Yeah, and you need to talk about it. That's why I'm telling you, you need to talk about it. Because if you don't talk about it, they'll keep doing it.
We've got the major league issue. The major league where they were chased.
Yeah, but that one was.
But it's not their fault.
That one was-
But didn't they come? They came back, did they?
They came back.
So
and they
these
did
guys,
at the
these
race course.
guys were like,
Yeah,
well,
we
didn't
did
they
it.
say like we're gonna do a free one?
No, not a free one. Everyone who had tickets for that one
You don't need to pay.
come.
And that happened.
Whether that happened is another thing.
We don't know if it
I don't
happened
know.
or not.
But the fact that they put it up
But then
there
they did another one in
showed
Blawayo though, right?
I don't know.
They did,
I know
They
the
did
race course
it.
one.
It was a hit.
It was a hit.
Yeah.
Even the race course
it was
one was
hit.
wild.
I think Carnival, someone else didn't pitch.
Naporis and Cubs.
Exactly.
They didn't pitch.
Right.
Even I think there's a. Is there a time when Black Coffee didn't even pitch up as well in V4?
I don't know. But you see all of these issues, right? I think.
Yeah, they
And now that I actually look at it, a lot of these people are South African, and I think they should respect us as
No, they
Zimbabweans.
can't respect us when we don't respect us.
No, but you know what? Be professional. Right?
Yeah, of course
I
we want them
understand.
to be
I
professional.
understand.
But as
the-
Zimbabweans professional.
They're also late for their own
Number
shows.
one.
Yeah, Zimbabweans are
Wait.
shitty with their.
Zimbabweans are not professional, number one. Number two, my question is then to all these people that have been getting help from South Africa, did they get to sign contracts?
I'm sure they are.
They have, but then how come
Because
that
like-
nothing has happened?
That's what I'm saying.
No,
That makes me wonder if contracts were actually signed.
You know what?
Because if there's a legal binding document, then people get in trouble. But the Zimbabweans are always trying to do in the big door.
No, but look at the big
just
four.
tune, darling. I got a young 8K for him. I don't know what. It's cool. No, boss, do things the right way.
No, but look at it. Look at
Everything is
the
not
Carnival show.
everything is not
Right.
a gold deal.
The promoters for Carnival, they actually came out and they said, look,
Yeah, we're taking legal action.
And that's what's supposed to happen.
I think there are contracts. I think the reason why, one, we don't hear about these contract issues is that one, these guys didn't go back to South Africa, and the issues happen in South Africa.
It's resolved.
And because these things happen in South Africa, the South Africans don't care that he didn't go to Harare and
Yeah, I
perform.
don't care.
I don't care. But they pitch up at their places.
Sorry to- the thing is-
There were more, it's no more.
There's no more morning.
The mouse is
Anyway, continue.
because you know what? It's crazy.
Before you sit, you might need to place those for.
Continue.
Yeah.
So I just think because these things are resolved in South Africa by South Africans there, and they don't even come.
Didn't press enter.
Let me see if I can.
Wow.
It's wild. Our show is still starting, guys. So these are the irks and jerks
Just
You didn't press full space. Guys.
that we get to go through from here. The
This
irks and
first-
jerks.
This is first episode, guys.
The irks and jerks. Okay, so
yeah, but it's crazy.
No,
But-
space bar. One,
Yeah, I
two,
know,
three,
I'm
four.
trying to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Enter. Yeah.
The irk and jerks.
So I just feel as though we are disrespected as fans. We deserve better. I mean, look, even not just.
Can you imagine how wild if Carnival happened in the States and someone as big as Usher or Drake did
Didn't
that?
pitch.
Can you imagine what would have happened?
I think yes, I know the professionalism from promoters. I think they need to also do more and do better. But I also think them artists should respect their fans. They should respect us.
I have an interesting angle to this. I think that Zimbabweans have shown that they are finger warriors. Pause. But I mean, we are very good at typing and expressing our angers on social media, especially when it comes to defending our heroes, like I said before, against their villains. Why is it that when this happens, there's not enough noise that is made about it? We almost laugh at it as if like it's a joke. Oh, you didn't come. We told you guys it goes.
It goes
You get what I'm saying? But when it comes to beef, and votes, hey, we can chime. But when it comes to people doing us wrong and taking us for a ride, we don't. Shout out to, by the way, I know we said a lot about these guys, but shout out to Holy Ken. is very talented, and shout out to a lot of these.
We're not saying they're bad. We're not saying they're bad.
We're just talking about the professionalism.
How we feel as music fans. So it's just our opinion and how we felt.
Wait, this is our show. Don't need to apologize to anyone. Fuck them.
No, we might want Bulletin to come in. Anyway, so
he might come and defend and tell us why he was late.
Exactly.
So my thing is that, like the line I was talking. Anyway, my thing is that we as Zimbabweans, right? Like the point that you made about South Africa having 50 million people, so when they celebrate the artists, the waves are bigger. That should tell us something. That okay, we don't have a bigger market, the big market as all these other countries that have a bigger market because of the bigger population.
Sure.
Hence, the importance of our unity should be exacerbated more because of that. Because we are smaller, our unity needs to be bigger. But it's almost like we divide each other even more in our small number. We already have a disadvantage. So if we keep now not being unified, the disadvantage becomes bigger. South Africans, when someone does South Africans wrong, they go after them.
Look at like just now the AFCON. Look at the AFCON when Nigeria was just speaking their nyayas. All of South Africa was like, bro, what you say? And everyone stood by each other. Like, can you hear what these Nigerian people said? It became from just a soccer match to a personal beef that extended out of the pitch. We were now in music, fashion, food, places. People were like, you know what? You keep your group. You guys will come after Lagos. You're like, whoa, jollof for rice. Hey, we'll take your jollof for rice. Then Nigerians are like, yeah, we'll take your quarter. And you're like, hey, who's the king of Mapiano in Africa? It became such a series that even now, the continent was now Southern Africa versus Northern Africa.
And even South Africans were like, we support South Africa because we saw how South Africans were riding behind their own people, so we jumped in. But if that was Zimbabwe against Nigeria, half of Zimbabwe would be like, yo bro, why is this Nigeria saying? The other half would just be like,
guys.
Nigeria.
Let me tell you something about Zimbabweans on social media. I think Zimbabweans on social media, they can actually band together. Like
they can.
And I've seen it though.
We've seen it where controversial things that don't make sense. That's what I'm saying. But we've seen it.
Listen to what I'm saying.
What about when it matters?
There's so much. Yeah,
what about when it matters?
We wait for an individual to do something. We wait for them to do something.
Want to talk about who's prettier, Kim Richards or Chelsea, whatever. And hey, Zimbabweans comment when it's that. But when it comes to Dalionga not coming, everyone just laughs. We knew he wasn't.
We knew it. We told you.
Okay,
and you paid good money, eh? We were there, Jacaranda. So we're not just talking like we were there, Jacaranda. That guy just came and said, hey, we've got good news and bad news. And we're like, Then in my head, I was like, because Dalionga's in this list, most likely this guy is not there. And this guy comes and says, Dalionga unfortunately is not feeling well. And you're like, but then the good news is Murumba Pitch will play for next extra hour. You're like, how is that compensating my pay? The reason why I personally bought those Jacaranda tickets was Dalionga because I knew he just released an album. I know Dalionga's voice with, like I said, live performance, studio, they match. I know this guy will sing his heart out. He doesn't come though. Now I worked hard to get those tickets. Yeah. And now I have to listen to Murumba. No beef with Murumba. I love them. Murumba is one of the best artists in SA. I love Murumba's voice. He's a great artist. But at the same time, I want to see Dalionga. And should you take that my anger away and say you're overreacting, but I want to see Dalionga. And then he doesn't pitch up because he's got a stomach bug.
It's like you came to watch the match.
Next thing you know, you just come and tell me that I've got good news and bad news. Take it or leave it.
You know what it's like? It's like you buy a ticket to go watch Man United play at Old Trafford. And then they come out and they tell you, well, we've got good news and bad news. Bad news is the Man United team, they all sick.
The under 19s.
Good news is that you get to watch the under 19s. That's basically what they say.
No,
and it's like, okay, we've got nothing against the under 19s, but come on, bro.
No,
I bought tickets to get both of you, I bought tickets to watch the Manchester United and the Manchester City derby. I didn't come here to watch Manchester City against Derby County. I came to watch both of you.
And then now it will be like, now it will look like you're the one overreacting, but you're the one that's actually got the balls and the cojones to say that, guys, what happened here was wrong. They did us wrong, and they have to know they did us wrong. And then somehow you have to say so. Their story of saying that we convinced Murumba to sing another hour doesn't have, like.
Also, I think promoters respect us. Zimbabwean promoters
like money too.
Please respect us. We pay money to come to your shows, and these things happen. I just think that's disrespectful. Respect us more. But another issue, last one. I think we're almost getting to an hour. I think.
Yes, sir.
I want to talk about Zim artists and their so-called international performances.
Okay.
Right?
Do you think that any of the okay, I've got a question. Who in Zim do you think can fill up arena, the O2 arena in
No
the UK?
one. No one. You know why?
But these are some of our biggest artists.
Where I was going with my story, right? I don't like this thing of, you look at Holiton's CV, right? There's UK, Germany, Poland, South Africa, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Australia, Canada, USA, right? And all of them were banger shows, right? Or maybe by a few. But all of these, there were at least 2,000-3,000 people. Only to find out that of these 2,000-3,000 people, maybe like 3/4 are Zimbabwe.
I would say the whole show.
And the quarter is people that brought their boyfriends and their,
They were convinced. We convinced them like, hey, this is my brothers from South Africa, from Zimbabwe, so please come.
So, what can be done that when these guys go to those places, they perform for Germans, they perform for the Polish, they perform for the Americans, for the English, not just the Zimbabwean crowd.
I think for me, people will hate me when this goes out. I'm sure they'll just be like, hey, that guy in the green with the cap, he just hates, he oozes out hatred. For me, I really think Zimbabwean sound sucks. I really think Zimbabwean sound. Not the sound. We don't have a sound, and our music and our musicians are not doing enough to make it internationally recognized. So our music is only dope in our backyards. But I will take that same song to Botswana, South Africa, Mozambique, and people won't vibe to it. People in Zim vibe to Nigerians. Asake speaks some pidgin that you don't even know. Even Nigerians themselves say like, Asake is deep in his pidgin. But yet you sing word for word.
Was it Omale who said that song? So sad. There's a part where he said, is it that song where he said the chorus, it's tongues? And he said it's not even Nigerian pidgin.
It's tongues.
It's tongues. Even what's his name? That song that we used to love from the guy in South Africa. The house song.
Which one?
Nigga.
No, not Nigga. The house song that came out that used to be played by Jason, the DJ from the Jason label.
I don't know.
What's the name? The guy was Zex Mandrini.
Yes. Oh, that's the banger one. What is it?
And he said it's tongues. It's not even South African language, but we sing it word for word. Because it's quality.
And that same song, it's
quality.
played in America and people love it. It played in the UK, people love it. To the extent that now people are now vibing to it and stuff. That and then you're telling me, so me, it's not like I hate the music. I think it's
Rick is going now. We're going to continue the conversation. Yeah, the earths and jerks of the first episode.
So I think Zim music is dope. I think Zim artists are dope. There's some artists that deserve more. Me, shout out to Natio and Takura. You too. Those two deserve more, man. They deserve so much more. And man, I just feel hurt because I'm a Zimbo and I can't be celebrating Nigerians. I can't be celebrating South Africans all the time. I know I'm an African, so I'll be definitely celebrate them. But Tyler just won a Grammy. I want Tammy Moyo to win a Grammy. I want Amara Brown to win something.
Are they producing Grammy-worthy music?
No, they're not. Because these guys are making music for your garden boys.
You make music for your friends. First things first, though. Like, okay, I like to play devil's advocate in a way. I think that there's a lot of mitigating factors when it comes to why our music is not there. Number one, population. Two, big market. All these things, right? But then at times I then listen to like what you said, where Tyler wins a Grammy.
Yeah.
And Tyler, or what's the name? That girl, Show My Josie, does a collaboration with John Cena. They come on David Letterman and whatever. Obviously, then you say to yourself, okay, in South Africa, that big, Nigeria has got over, what did they say? Is it over 350? Is it over 400 million people? Population of Nigeria. I can't remember what they said, but it's crazy. And so, by that factor of just saying big market, Nigeria should be taking all the awards. But the fact that South Africa, which is maybe less than a quarter of Nigeria's population, can beat Nigeria in these awards, says that it's not just only about population. It's also about quality. If you release quality of music that is really, really dope, and that's not just for your friends and your peers, it will really go far. There's a reason why Muchukudzi used to go and sell out outside the country. Because he released music that touched people.
And so now his songs are bangers.
Even if you didn't speak Shona, you felt with it, this guy, what he's singing about is passionate. And you used to see like people from different cultures and ethnicities rocking to it. If your music is not appreciated outside, yes, there's a lot of mitigating factors, and we do not want to deny that. It's very true. But at the same time, what are you doing to push your music out there? Just the same as we gave an example of Night Freak. Night Freak is big outside, but it's not big. It's almost like with Zimbabwe, I don't know what it is, but we haven't figured out how to have best of both worlds.
Yeah.
How I can be popular here and popular out. It's almost like you're either popular out, if you're not popular here, or you're popular here,
and you're not popular.
And you're like, I don't know that balance.
The two places you have to do different things. You can't. You see, like Nigeria, you say the way you're an artist that's from Nigeria, and then you perform in America. You can still take that same act and perform it in Nigeria, and it still be a good show. But in Zim, you have to be like, you perform in America, you have to change a lot of things. But when you now perform in Zim, you have to now change a lot of things.
Like we can't marry. I'll give an example that was funny. Based on this argument, the market and everything. An interesting example was given by someone. I have a friend, one of my cousins is married to a guy, he's a stand-up comedian. I won't mention his name because I don't know if he's comfortable with that. If they're comfortable with that, plus it's a family issue. And he said to me, ever since I started doing stand-up comedy, he's from Malawi. Ever since I started doing stand-up comedy, I realized I want to perform for Zimbabwean audience. So, however you can help me branch out into Zimbabwean audience, please do. And I was like, why, bro? You're in England, you're Malawian, just appeal to the Malawian market. Because I've seen how foreign Zimbabweans ride for their country, especially if they like you. And the Zimbabwean market overseas is crazy. If you penetrate it, you make money. So this notion that Zimbabweans can't appeal overseas is false. They can. Because Zimbabweans overseas are riding for you. As my aunt, every time she comes here, she plays Simpson and these people rock. But because we always constantly disappoint them, they don't have pride in rocking for us.
Yeah, that's why you find so many Zimbabweans tend to change their nationality.
Exactly. So now when you get to England now, and then you hear a person in England saying, bro, the people that run England are Nigerians and Zimbabweans. If you want to be a successful artist, either you're singing music that's Nigerians love, or you're singing music that's Zimbabweans love. South Africans are not even big in England. But why is that when they do the music, it's recognized? When we as Zimbabweans basically run England and Europe. Look at Poland. Zimbabweans are all over Poland. And so now you then say to yourself, but it's because every time you go there, you give them a crap show. So yes, they like listening to music, but they won't write for
you. It's like when teaching them come here, it's sad.
So now when you see people like from Malawi and Zambia saying, yo, I need to start doing my comedy, putting a little bit more show, or start doing my comedy in Zimbabwean comedy clubs, or this, because he realized that Zimbabwean market is big. So everything that he has seen. You go to England, and I'm talking to my cousin, and she said, bro, they will have an Amapiano concert. The whole Amapiano concert will be full. Guess of what? Zimbabwe. So automatically everyone now knows, okay, if you really want to rock and be big, you have to make Zimbabwe. But why is that other people can make us happy and we can't make us happy? Why is that same mentality folks doesn't have? Or saying, if I go to England, I need to feel up and that whole thing to feel Zimbabwe. Zimbabweans can go listen to an Amapiano concert. And people from South Africa, will walk in the concert and be like, hey, there are symbols in here. And this is our music. Symbols are in here.
Loving it is everything.
Symbols are in here, boss.
Also, I've noticed that
Even Jamaican people perform in England. If you talk to, because one of my friends is got like Jamaican family, you talk to them, they'll tell you, bro, if there's people who show up at concerts, symbols in England show up. It's not even gay. Zimbabweans, that is Zimbabweans party. So now you then say, why is it that if outside of the country we're known for partying, why can't our music transcend, bro? What is wrong with our music to whereby, I don't know, man.
I think we have failed to evolve it. South African Amapiano can still be tracked back to Kwaito, to all these genres that have come before it.
And now to make it more refined.
Now for Amapiano, it's now redefined and tailored to a new sound, which is now called 3-step. You see, but Zim, we pride ourselves in Sungura. From what I told, my friend told me, like Sungura is our sound. But Sungura is the same Sungura that my grandfather jived to. His great-grandfather jived to. His great-grandfather jived to.
The one
so you're telling me,
there's no defining.
Me as a 90s baby is gonna jive to a 70s song. Yeah, it's coming.
Where's the because obviously because of the generations that are there and the microwave people that are there. As much as you want to make real music, you're also trying to tailor it to everyone. Yeah. So you kind of have to evolve your sound to make it universal. It's almost like Zimbabweans. Once we find the sound, like Zim Danso, once we find the sound, we milk. We squeeze that lemon, bro. Like, this is a sound that's working, right? Let's all go for this sound. We're not going. No one is coming and saying, okay, Zim Danso is dope. How can we refine Zim Danso? That's why I love Nati O. Nati O was doing Zim Danso and then he realized, okay, there's Afrobeat. Mm-hmm. How can I mix Zim Danso and Afrobeat and refine my sound to make it more international? More international.
Now it's being recognized that people on TV shows talking about the same conversation where you're talking about the Grammys and these are big stars and artists. His name is being popped up as well.
Because he's refining his sound to make it universally appealing. I feel like because I know we don't have much time, but to cut the short, I feel like Zimbabweans are just happy being popular in their backyard, like you said.
True story.
My own know me.
Yeah.
I get to get any girl I want in Harare. I get to go home a couple of times. I get to go get free weed from the own in the corner because they respect me. I'm happy.
You know,
they don't dream.
They don't work hard enough. They don't work hard enough because they know how much work it. Look at Burna Boy. How long did it take for that guy?
No, they just don't dream bigger, bro. Some people's dreams are as big as their neighborhood. Asake took him like 2 years or less than 2 years to become where he is now. He's one of the biggest artists in Nigeria. But they dream bigger, bro. Some of these guys are saying we want to win Grammys. Soon as they start singing, he's from Nigeria, but he wants to win Grammys. We're just saying we don't even care about Nama, bro. I just want to be popular and have girls.
Yeah.
I can talk shit. I can talk about a pigeon that shat in my face and I slipped on the turd. Then the next thing you know, I slid into the Hadimi. And you're just there like, bro, does this make sense? Hey, what's that Enzo song? The chicken one.
Which one?
The Enzo song, the chicken one. Is it
the Jiva?
Kanjiva?
No, not Kanjiva. Kanjiva's a banger.
The new one is the new one.
The one, it's the one that became popular on TikTok about a chicken, something like. Ahoy!
Oh,
Abacho. Something like that.
No, it's not the chicken, it's the Beberagora roll. Is it not the Beberagora roll? No, it's another one.
I'm sorry.
Ahoy.
Ahoy, it's called Ahoy.
So you see, like, it sounds dope. It sounds okay, but then.
What is it?
What is it?
To be honest, I think that is one on him, Nati O. I think those are two owns that can, if they really wanted to take this thing international.
Even Japreza, man. There's a time when Japreza was doing those collabs with Diamond Platinum.
What happened to those collaborations now?
And some people
huh?
I don't know if that's the issue. I don't know if that's the issue. But I know those collaborations.
What's
that song?
With Davido. Or with the Diamond Platinum.
Hey, that Diamond Platinum one, boy.
That follow me.
That's the one.
Okay, that's with Pato already. Now, okay, why is it? It seems like why is it only one artist that's getting to do big collaboration like that? No. Temi Moyo hasn't done anything yet with any Arya Star, Tyler, any of these chicks. Shasha, they haven't done. I don't know. It's just maybe I don't know. Maybe they don't know how to be outside. We don't know. Maybe you tell us. No, listen. Think about it. And even if you idolize like teams, right? You don't haven't done it. Maybe they're too expensive.
They say maybe those people are fun.
Because it's Shasha. Why should I do it?
Why hasn't what's the name? Why hasn't that girl with the big mouth?
Yeah.
Where's your hit song with Nani?
So I'm saying, like,
why is it that South Africa is there, right? South Africa is the benchmark before we go to Nigeria.
Yeah, we go to
South Africa is the benchmark, right?
Yes, sir.
What are we doing as Zimbabweans we've seen how South Africans have penetrated our music. What are we doing as Zimbabweans to penetrate the market? Like, I'll give you an example. So, you know, the show. What's that band who did Cuts?
I don't know.
Mr. Moyo, is it Mr. Moyo or something like that?
I know you're talking.
You see what I'm saying? And I'm saying to myself, yo, this song is fire. He got a collaborate with the Zimbabwean guy. He got a collaborate with Kabza. But because he's not popular,
he didn't become as big.
But I'm saying to those artists that are popular, he probably is not as popular as another Tammy Moyo or Vote or Holy or Japan or whoever you say is or Blink Foes
you know what?
When is your collaboration?
These guys don't create relationships.
Exactly.
Like, you know,
you are hip hop artist. You are Zimbabwe right now.
But the money is the passion of the music.
Zimbabwe is the biggest hip hop artist right now. Is what it is. Where's your collaboration?
He hasn't done anything.
Where's your collaboration with Casper? Where's your transcending? Where's your desire to transcend? Or you're just happy with being known in Zimbabwe, bro?
And the crazy thing is, most of these artists do come to Zim.
That's what I'm saying.
Like he came here for the fiesta not too long ago. Why couldn't you link up? Denim Woods was there, Bolt was there. Why couldn't you just talk there and then say, dude, I want to be in, can we do a collaboration?
So so guys, we have to wrap up. Yes. Yeah.
That's cool, man. It's an amazing episode. We hope people were enlightened, and remember, these are just personal opinions. Where as individuals, we all have our own opinion, and we're all entitled to it. And we would love to hear yours. Please reach out. Please highlight us if you like this. Just leave a like on the subscribe to us, follow us, and comment. We love the comment section. Tell us what you feel. We really want to engage with you guys. So when you see us in the streets, don't hate us. Let's hear spreading some love. We're just four guys that one of us is missing and love what we do. Proudly Zimbabwean through and through. We love our fellow Zimbabweans. We just want to see the flag flying high in the sky. So this is me, Teach Hero. This is who?
Tadiwa, I'm out.
And this is the.
This is Big Sexy Chubby Swag, aka Doofy.
Always saying is love yourself as you love others. Give more love, more respect, show more, and
don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, email, share.
Emailing a contract. We don't do it.
Just spread it as far as you can. Spread the love, guys. So
this is the Mo Show.
We out.
We out.